Welcome back to our channel, everybody. It's Night Spectrum here. So for this video, since Black Friday is coming up very soon, so Black Friday, for those of you who don't know, Black Friday in Marvel Future Fight, it's celebrated by a lot of sales, a lot of good sale, good deals, and especially for uniforms, which get discounted to 50%. So this is among the days of the year that people they save up their crystals for months, and then they just spend them all on getting uniforms, on getting multiple crystal deals that are going to appear for the I think it's as from Friday for the Black Friday deals. So yeah, so for this video we're going to be doing a top 10 of the uniforms that I think are the best in the game, and these uniforms are going to be of characters who are free. Anybody can obtain. They are non-crystal wall characters, they are non deluxe package characters, they are non characters who are tied behind crystal deals like Makari, like Gilgamesh. These sorts of characters are not going to be included, like Doctor Doom and all that. All free characters who can be obtained by everyone is who are on this list. So let's get right into our list. So just before we start, a very standard disclaimer: these are my opinions of how I play the game, how I view the game, how I view the value of certain uniforms over others, the value of certain characters over others, and you are free to agree or disagree with me. And yeah, so we are just gonna go from 10th to the first spot. So this is a top 10 list of who I think are among the top 10 best uniforms in the game. Who I have ranked them, but you can't you can treat it like a non-ranked list, because all of these uniforms on the list are amazing. They all have their own utilities, they all have their own pros and cons, so you can take that with a grain of salt. So yeah, so 10th on the list for me is a uniform that I personally don't possess, but I have played a lot on friends' accounts, on other people's accounts. It's Rogue. So Rogue's uniform, and also for these uniforms, obviously you'll need the best CTP. So these uniforms are going to be the best with a character's best CTP. So in this case for Rogue, it's Judgment. So this uniform makes Rogue into a massive monster. Like squad battle especially, she's meta for mutant female, but for World Boss Legend Mephisto, she just destroys Mephisto. She has so much survivability, gorgeous skills. She has incredible heal. She has this 30% chance to increase critical damage by 100%. This effect is bonkers when you see the amount of damage that Rogue puts up in World Boss Legend. And yeah, she caps her stats by herself. She has all this crit damage and crit rate, so you just have to throw a Judgment on her. And especially with a tier 2 passive with this increase all buff effects by 20%, this affects the Judgment as well. So this I think it increases the Judgment proc by 220 or 230%, which is insane, right? And on top of that, you can add, she can do ABX. She's amazing for ABX. So overall, this uniform is an amazing pick if you're searching for a solid female speed character who can crush World Boss Legend and crush your ABX as well. So moving up on our list, number 9 for me is a recently released character, Cersei, the cheapest transcended character in the game. And the reason why I put Cersei above Rogue is because she, on top of being an amazing god tier solo character by herself, she's also an insane support. So Cersei, her uni buff applies to Eternal Silence, gives her base kit already gives all attack, but this one gives 30% increase to damage to supervillains and 30% damage decrease from supervillains. And yeah, overall this uniform changes a lot of her skills, improves her survivability greatly with especially her 4th skill. So yeah, and yeah, on this uniform, her healing is no more tied to her charm, which was not working in World Boss Legend. So now her healing is just an instant heal as soon as you press her third skill. So yeah, overall this uniform is amazing for Cersei herself and for buffing all the Eternals. And when you know how many good Eternals there are in the game, especially this cleansing passive, which is so clutch in World Boss Legend. So yeah, Cersei, amazing on herself, amazing as a support, a great character overall. So moving up on our list, for me number 8 is Captain America Phoenix Force. So yeah, Captain America Phoenix Force is a very slept on uniform in my opinion. This uniform in ABX is only second to Wolverine, and in World Boss Legend is better than Wolverine from because of the accumulation that he has on his tier 3. And this uniform just makes Cap so easy to play. He can even work with an energy, and he has a heal. He's amazing for ABX, and you can use him on all 3 seasons of ABX. He's tanky, he almost never dies in World Boss Legend, and also his artifact is arguably easy to obtain, and it has a great effect. So if you have Wolverine's artifact, if you have Captain America's artifact, you give him a CTP of Rage. This uniform is a CTP of Rage or an energy is a big win. Like, look at he's so tanky, he won't die, he has great damage, great survivability, he hits hard in ABX, in World Boss Legend, and he's a solid package all in one. So Captain America for me on this list is deserves his number 8 spot. So number 7 is the other Captain America, Sharon Rogers. So this uniform, despite it doesn't change a lot about the playstyle nor about how Sharon is played, it's still the free cancel 5 delayed cancel 4 combo. But this uniform, this laser burst skill has a refreshing invincibility, which means the invincibility just keeps on refreshing as long as you press the skill, as long as the skill is active. And this just makes her so easier to play. She can accumulate all the while using this 4th skill. She just stands there and hits, and then accumulates while hitting and hits even harder. And overall this uniform, just with this one skill change, just makes Sharon so much easier to play, so much better, so much safer to play, easier to proc. And she can even face tank in Null's last phase where she was getting mad god broken, but now with this invincibility, if you have enough HP, she can just face tank Null's final phase when he does the symbiote cage, and you have to wait there for 4 to arrive. So overall great uniform, does its purpose, incredible in World Boss Legend, and works with an energy, proc friendly, doesn't need that much of an insane build for Sharon to do great stuff, to be honest. She's amazing. She hits hard, she hits like a truck, especially when you accumulate enough. She just obliterates the opposition. So that's Sharon number 7. Number 6 for me is Falcon. So Falcon is number 6 for me. Falcon, so easy to play, works with an energy, is amazing with an energy with his 4-3-5 combo, and then you can sprinkle 2 and 1 into that. So Falcon has a godly, he has among the best heals in the game. So when he dodges, and he dodges a lot, he heals 30% and he gets a 40% buff to his attack straight up, and his tier 3 hits so hard, especially against Mephisto. He's like among the best characters from Mephisto. He has guaranteed dodge, so he's always dodging whenever a stage hazard like the tornadoes or the poison hits him. As soon as they hit him, he just dodges and then triggers his heal. Incredible to play. The reason why I put Falcon 6 is because despite he has a lot of healing, he has low defenses. So he has low defenses and he takes a lot of damage, especially against Mephisto. If Mephisto does his eye-framing skill in World Boss Legend, he can just straight up kill Falcon. So that's how fragile he is. He heals a lot, which makes up for his low survivability, but there's that to consider as well. Other than that, he hits a lot. He hits hard AF in World Boss Legend. So if you're looking for a solid World Boss Legend, and he does decent ABX as well, so you should pick up this uniform. He's cheap tier 3, cheap cost, and does amazing for his cost. So next up on the list, number 5, we have Human Torch. So Human Torch is a uniform that I don't possess, but I have played extensively on a friend's account. So let me just a lot of buffs. It increases his fire damage, which on his older uniform was 20, so an increase by 25% fire damage. But he gets a whooping like 100, I think it's 100% frenzy buff, 100 or 125. So it's 100% increase to his energy attack. And Human Torch, when you give him a judgment, he hits like a truck, especially in ABX and World Boss Legend. He can do ABX, he has paralyze, he has burn, he can do all 3 seasons of ABX. He hits hard. He's amazing for World Boss Legend. Great survivability. He hits like a truck and easy to cap his stats. Like you can see, he has crit rate, he has dodge rate, so he has great survivability as well, and he hits hard, super hard in World Boss Legend and DRX, among the top DRX one-shot kings. And this Uni also gives him a bunch of changes to his passive. So overall, this uniform is amazing for Human Torch if you're looking for a great blast male who can work with a judgment. And yeah, Human Torch is amazing with his damage, with his survivability. So number 4 on the list for me is Call Obsidian. So Call Obsidian is among the best, is top 3 for me still, best combat characters in the game. So that's just because he's so easy to play, you know, he's so just do 5, cancel 4, cancel 3, and then he's so fun to play as well. Like his first skill is among the most fun to play, the most funniest skill in the game. He just spins around like a blade over and over again. Apologies. And yeah, overall he gets this incredible ticking heal when his HP is below 90%. He heals by 7% and he increases his damage, skill damage and bonus damage, which is incredible. Call hits, like his awakening combo hits like a truck, especially in DRX and World Boss Legend, where he just shreds enemies. And for Mephisto, this passive is incredible because he doesn't get guard broken. So Mephisto, when he's doing his last phase where he's just slamming the ground, he can't guard break Call Obsidian, he can't stun Call Obsidian, so Call Obsidian can still attack him while he's doing that phase. Overall, great damage, great survivability, amazing for PvP as well. So Call with this uniform is not only great for World Boss Legend, but amazing for PvP. And he's very easy to cap his stats as well. He has a lot of ignore dodge. He works exceptionally well with an energy. So yeah, overall great uniform, great comp for a combat type, among the strongest and the most fun to play combat types. So moving up on our list, so number 3 for me is Shang-Chi, another combat type who recently got his tier 3. And this uniform is not very good for ABX, but for World Boss Legend, this uniform is among the best World Boss Legend clears in the game. So for his tier 3, when Shang-Chi presses this tier 3, so look at his stats. He gets an all attack by 90% increase, he gets 90% chain hit damage, he gets 100% HP. So he might be like, you might have 1000 or 2000 HP, you're almost dying World Boss Legend, you press this and boom, you're back to max HP. And he's also very good for PvP with this uniform, especially with Master's counter attack, or just one-shots any enemy who is in front. And for World Boss Legend, once you do 6 and then you combo that into a 4, you just see the bars start to fly one after the other. And then Shang-Chi, incredible survivability, so tanky, so fun to play. He has such a unique playstyle. When you use his second skill, it refreshes his 5th skill. I think it's his second skill, right? Flying kick. You know, it's his first skill. So when you use his first skill, it refreshes his 5th skill, and then you can just spam that to charge up his tier 3, and then go chain that into a 4th, and then boom, you just see the bars start to fly. And also you might want to give him a rage. That's his best CTP. Don't try to make him one with a proc or a CTP of energy. That's just not gonna work. And then just look at his uniform effects. Increases his skill damage by 35% and bonus damage by 25%, and a 40% flat damage reduction. So it's very tanky in PvP. So yeah, Shang-Chi for me, top 3 combat types, very fun to play, incredible to have a feeling of using a movie character who plays just like the movie. His moves are very honest to the movie. So yeah, second best uniform in the game for me, Super Giant. There's really nothing to explain here. Super Giant just hits so hard. She's good everywhere. ABX, World Boss Legend, DRX, you just name it. A squad battle, she just blows everything out of the water with her 3, 4, 5. No, it's a 5, 4 free combo. She just blows everything out of the water, and Super Giant with this uniform is incredible for PvP as well. So this uniform, it gives Super Giant 25% ignore defense, which is whatever. It gives her ignore dodge by 25% and a 50% penetration, flat penetration on all of her skills, so she can penetrate on all of her skills. So yeah, and Super Giant, she hits so hard. She has mind control for World Boss ultimate. She's a queen. She can be, she just mind controls the opponent until they die. They can't do anything. We just get mind control and they sort of run around. She heals, she has silence, she has paralyze, she can do 2 months of ABX. She hits like a truck, but obviously you need to give her a judgment. So yeah, Super Giant, amazing uniform, amazing survivability. Whenever she gets hit, she has this passive which triggers and gives her invisibility. So she just becomes invisible. However much you get hit, she just won't take any damage. And her leadership is amazing for PvP. So if you're running a Super Giant double support team, her leadership is incredible. This is the best debuff removal leadership in the game. So number 1, I hope we already know who it is, Loki. And Loki is number 1 with both of his uniform, because I would advise you to buy both of his uniforms since it's a synergy uniform, and with 50% off it will be like 500 crystal the second uniform, which is a big deal, which is a super deal, especially for Loki with so Loki with his TVA suit, he has chain hit increase by 10% and an ignore dodge by 30%, but this uniform changes his passives as well, so 50% skill damage. This is why Loki hits so hard. He has 50% skill damage, bonus damage. He gets a 30% energy attack buff and a 25% crit rate increase here. This uniform obviously is incredible for ABX with a critical rate increase. So with his just free 3-5-4 combo, yeah, I've kind of lost track there. So it's his 3-5-4 combo, and then I don't know if you have seen how Loki plays in ABX. You just have to cancel his tier 3 into either his second or his first skill. Loki caps ABX. He scores 12 million ABX without even using his tier 3. This is how incredible the TVA suit is. And as for the other suit, the President suit, this one is incredible for World Boss Legend because he has so much heal. He almost never loses HP. So with Rule of Power, he just flies around and heals. And with his passive, when you use his Dominance of Spirit skill, he decreases all damage received by 50%. He has a 15% heal with ticks, and he just heals and heals until he's back to 100% HP. So Loki, 2-in-1 ABX uniform in the TVA suit, and then World Boss Legend uniform in the presidential suit. And also Loki, he's a cheat code for dispatch mission. He's incredibly good for dispatch mission, incredibly good for dimension rifts. He can do just anything with this uniform except PvP. He's not that good in PvP, but we'll forgive him that because he's so incredibly good in PvE. So yeah, Loki, if you're searching for a quick dispatch missions clear, a quick dimension rift clear, if you're searching for a monster in ABX, Loki is your guy. For me, number 1 best free to play uniform in the game, both of his uniform. So yeah, this is a bit how I view the uniforms in the game and how I rank them. You're free to interpret them as you like, and let me know your thoughts down in the comments about my list, whether you have your own list that you're going to be picking for Black Friday. And I'll see you guys very, very soon. If you're new to the channel, make sure to subscribe. It helps me out a lot, and leave a like button if you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you guys very soon. Stay safe and take care.